founding member of the Grateful Dead and beloved Bay Area resident Phil Lesh, has died at the age of 84. Lesh's bass guitar was one of the defining sounds of the Bay Area music scene that took the world by storm in the 60s.
Telling this town ain't got no heart, just gotta poke around.
And that was from his performance at the Stern Grove Summer Concert Series in 2022. Lesh started his music career as a classically trained violinist and jazz trumpeter, even playing in the Oakland Symphony Orchestra as a teen. In 1965, he was working as a sound engineer at a small radio station in 1965 when Jerry Garcia asked him to join a band called the Warlocks. The Warlocks would turn into the Grateful Dead, and the world would then learn to love the signature sound of Lesh, taking the lead from Garcia and back again. They created a unique style that made them one of the most successful touring bands in history. Our Wilson Walker was at Haight Ashbury in San Francisco, where Phil Lesh and the Grateful Dead made themselves part of music history.
Live not far away from here. Very often you can find folks in front of this house thinking about the Grateful Dead, the impact that band has had on their lives. And a lot of people have come and done that again today, leaving flowers here at 710 Ashbury, the famed Grateful Dead house from which the band really started, took hold, and went on to impact God knows how many people. Well, people have been coming by reflecting on Phil Lesh. And a lot of folks will tell you they were just drawn to this place, had to be here.
I could not be here. Been a Deadhead since I was 8 years old. When my cousin took me to my first concert, they've just a part of my life for so long. And the minute I saw the news pop up on my phone, I just came down here without even thinking.
All of the members of the Dead and the continuing somehow sustainable and growing love of that music, it's still relevant today. There's a, I mean, you could have seen Phil Lesh playing with this band last summer.
Lesh, an eclectic guy in the music sense, learned to play the violin as a kid, went on to play the trumpet, then got interested in orchestral composed music before ultimately running into a banjo player named Jerry Garcia. It was just a wild collision of events that created a unique band. I spoke with Dennis McNally, the band's publicist for many years today, about that Lesh-Garcia combination and what it created.
Under the influence of psychedelics and of their friendship and of the music they played, they each were able to retain enough of where they were coming from, and yet to make a consonant whole. And the whole, W-H-O-L-E, and the consonant whole was what I call American string band music. I mean, because it had everything. It had some jazz, and it had some classical, and it had gospel, and it had everything.
Actually, a handful of tributes popping up to Lesh around the neighborhood this evening, and it wasn't that long ago that the neighborhood was flooded with people here for Dead and Company, a reminder of how deep the reach of the music goes across generations. No doubt a lot of people sharing stories and reaching out to fellow friends and family members tonight, thinking back to their connection and their years with the Dead upon this news. Lesh's legacy, no doubt a huge part of this city and well beyond.
Wilson, thank you. And earlier, our Kelsey Thorne spoke with a passionate Deadhead who actually moved across the country just to get closer to the band. Fan turned photographer, got to work directly with the band, capturing moments backstage for over 40 years. He says while Phil might be gone, he still lives on in his music.
I like to think of it like a composer like Beethoven, for example. You know, he's been gone for hundreds of years, but yet you can hear his music in symphonies throughout the world. And I imagine that's the way it is with the Grateful Dead. You know, the music has become larger than the individual band members themselves and will have its own life for hopefully forever.
And he says so many people reached out to him offering their condolences. He says that in itself just shows how much Phil meant to so many and the legacy he leaves behind. And San Francisco is paying tribute. This, in fact, is a live look at City Hall. Look at that, all lit up in tie-dye colors in honor of Phil Lesh.